Hello everybody, it's Ravens Guardian back with another episode of American Truck Simulator. If you remember where we left off yesterday, or I should say last episode, we were all the way up in the very top corner of Washington State, and we are going to pick up a new job today out of Washington State, out of Bellingham, and we're going to take one. I'm thinking this might be the best one that we can take, so it's kind of a long drive. It's all the way down into Medford, Oregon. So we're going to pick up potentially a lot of cities here, maybe Everett, Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, Salem, Eugene, as we head down here to Medford. So I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and pick that one up. We might have to go rest first before we continue here. I'm not quite sure where we left off with our rest and fuel. So we'll take a look, see what happens. All right, yep, so we definitely need to sleep and we definitely need gas. So we'll go do both of those things right now. And luckily there's a spot right over here where we're headed. So let's go do all of that right now. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Today was a rather snowy day for me, so outside, cleaning all the snow off the driveway and whatnot. This is how it goes sometimes. You get all the snow, and then of course you got to keep the roads and everything clear. But in any case, let's see what we got here in in Bellingham, as we drive through, headed towards our, oops. Well, we don't want to go that way. I guess we want to go back the way we came. We'll head out this way. And there's a bunch of trucks out here today, apparently. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get out until that light changes. It's a lot of vehicles for 2 in the morning. And they're just piling up. Look at them all. Just keep coming. Get ready to go here. Hopefully this line of traffic dies down a little bit. There's traffic in both directions. It's kind of crazy. Definitely not something you're used to seeing at 2 in the morning, I'm sure, in Washington State. And look at that. Like, what in the world? Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go out here and just say, sorry, but I need to butt in here. Or I guess technically I could just go alongside this guy, because this looks like it's 2 lanes instead of 1. So let's do that. Everybody's out there in the outside lane for whatever reason. Maybe it shrinks down to 1 lane up ahead here. I mean, I'm going to have to anyways to get to the sleeping location, but that's all right. Lots and lots of stoplights as we head out of Bellingham here. Hopefully our job is still going to be available when we're done sleeping. So that'll be interesting to check out once we get gas and get rest, because with the freight market, the way it works is you have to go to the location and then pick up a load to take to the obviously to the next location, but you don't actually start the job until you actually take it. So that's one of the nice things that we have here. So it's not like we're under the gun to basically get everything taken care of right this second. In any case, while we're waiting here, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, it would really help me out to grow my channel here, to get this content out to more people so that they can see it and enjoy it just like you guys are getting the opportunity to do. And yep, it would be an awesome thing if you guys would subscribe. You know, no pressure. You guys don't have to. It's just one of those things that if you do, it really helps me out. All right, let's get some gas and then get some rest so we can kind of reset our clock and get all that stuff taken care of. All right, E to turn off the engine, and let's start refueling. So we're at $69,697, which is pretty good. Obviously, we're going to cost a little bit here with the gas. Yep, so almost $200 in gas, which is fine. But we're working our way out, right? So we still have that $500,000 loan that we have to basically take care of. So we'll get that all taken care of. Hopefully across a couple episodes. It's not going to be something that's just going to be a quick one and done deal. And there goes our $1,807 out the window to pay for our loan. But that's all right. All right, let's get back on the road and get over here and pick up this load. A lot less traffic at, you know, a reasonable time, 12:48, as opposed to what we saw just recently there. It's kind of interesting. All right, merging down here to one single lane. Oh, going a little bit a lot fast. Holy smoke, slow down there, boss. All right, let's get up here and get this this load and see if we can take it down to Medford, if it's still available. It may not be, because like I said, it said 14 hours, I think, that it had to be delivered, and we obviously went and rested, which takes up quite a considerable amount of time. So we'll see if it's still here. All right, check for traffic. Got one tractor trailer coming, and I think that might be it. All right. Let's leave our blinker on because we're just going to turn into here. All right, can you open the gate, please? Thank you. All right, let's check to see if this job is still available. Okay, we can turn the blinker off. I guess I have my hazards on because this game loves to turn the hazards on for whatever reason. All right, let's take a look. Yep, so freight market is what we want. And it is still available. The offer expires in 3 hours and 52 minutes. So we got plenty of time. So we're going to take that job. All right, let's go figure out where this thing is. It looks like it's right there, so that's pretty easy to pick up. So we'll just go ahead and turn around here and back it in. All right, couple up the trailer here. All righty, so let's get driving here and head to where we need to go. So we'll see what happens here with the cities that we get to discover. Hopefully we'll get to discover all of them. But again, as we found out in California, nothing is a guarantee. We can't really see around this building, which is kind of a pain. All right, I think we're good now. Let's go. All right. So hopefully this will be a nice little installment of money that we'll get in on this, going a little bit too fast, on this drive. So I think it was $2,400 is what we're looking at, which is, you know, pretty considerable, and definitely well worth the money to drive all the way down to Medford. And then we have a bunch of our two drivers, you know, Ruth and Magnus. And I'm sure that they'll pull in at least one job as we're driving here. And then, you know, we're just slowly climbing our way out of that $500,000 hole. So we'll get there eventually. It's just a matter of time. And then obviously, you know, the more money we earn, the more money we can kind of invest into our business. And then it just grows and grows and grows exponentially. So that's definitely ideal for us. You know, we want to make sure that we get as much of our stuff done as possible with, you know, getting jobs, getting garages, getting drivers. Next thing I think I'm kind of leaning towards is maybe getting a trailer or two for our Las Vegas garage, so that our drivers can start driving with their own trailer. So the thing that I'm looking for is the lowboy trailer, which I've heard, you know, through multiple YouTube videos, that honestly that's the best moneymaker that exists in the game, is to get a lowboy trailer and you know, allow your drivers to start using a trailer to move stuff. So that's definitely something I'm interested in. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's not something that's going to happen too quickly. And there again, turning our hazards on for whatever reason, because he thought I was going to run into that truck, which I didn't even get close. Alright, so it looks like we're getting up here onto the highway, just around the corner here, headed towards Seattle. Yep, that makes sense. Definitely headed south. So I think we're going to turn right here. Make sure we come to a complete stop, just to make sure that there's no... Oh, you made an illegal right turn on red, which is not illegal in the United States. For everybody who is from the U.S. If you're not from the U.S., yeah, we're allowed to make a right-hand turn on red. It's not a big deal. Alright, so keep right here so we can head up to the highway. Get on the highway and start heading south. Alright. Oh, there's a way station. I wonder if we're going to have to get stopped at the way station again. Guess we'll find out. Seems like that's a pretty common thing anyways. Let's see. What is it going to say? Yep, we got to stop. Of course we do. Luckily it's right here and we're not already up to speed going like, 65, 70. And then having to stop and then hit up the way station. So that's good. Alright, so take the exit here to the way station. Luckily it's just a quick turn over here. Stop the truck at the scale. Yep, we're aware. Thank you. And it's probably going to yell at me because my truck still hasn't been repaired just yet. Yep, vehicle's not in perfect or technical state. Be careful next time. Yada, yada, yada. Yep, we're aware. Thanks. If people would stop driving into me, you know, I wouldn't have all the damage to the truck. So that's one of the things that is rather annoying. It's like the AI forgets how to AI and they just drive into you because they think, oh, well, I have the right of way. And it's like, you were so far away when I started this turn and then you just decided to drive into me. So, no, that's not how any of this works. Alright, in any case, let's head down the I-5 here towards our destination of Medford, Oregon. So we're going all the way across the state of Washington north to south here, and then all the way across the state of Oregon north to south, and basically going to Medford all the way down at the very bottom. Alright, so we're still capped, at 65. I wasn't trying to lock the differentials. I was trying to set the cruise control. So we'll get up to 60, set the cruise control, which is now set, and off we go. So yeah, because we have our World of Truck account that's linked to this profile, I could unlink it and then I would basically have the ability to go above 65, but because it's linked, we're kind of just stuck at 65. Even if the speed limit was 70, I could only go 65. Why they do that? I mean, it kind of makes sense because they do it for, you know, to make sure that everybody's on the same even playing field and you don't have somebody that's just driving like 150 miles an hour, even though that's not, you know, actually possible. But, you know, not driving like 90, 95 going from one location to the next, you know, flying across the country. It gives everybody kind of like an even playing field so that everybody is, you know, abiding by the rules and doing what they're supposed to be doing. Which, you know, I don't really have a problem with. I do have a problem with the fact that, like, it shouldn't be just capped at 65. I think they should cap it to the speed limit on the, you know, whatever road that is. That would be nice. So that way it's, you know, a little more realistic as opposed to, well, you can only go 65. Doesn't matter if you're going across the state of Texas and the speed limit's 80. Like, it's like, okay. In any case, enough complaining about that. Let's take in the scenery here. We've got a nice little university or hospital or something over there. It looks like Providence. So that's kind of cool. And it looks like we're coming up on some traffic here, so we better hit the brakes so that we don't have an accident. And everybody appears to be heading on to the exit. Sweet. Well, I'm not going to do that. Like, these things are nice, but it's really annoying when they decide they want to block off an entire road when it's not necessary. Like, you could have easily just blocked off one lane for this. So I'm just going to sneak by here. And keep on going. Because we have 481 miles to go and I don't have time to really stop and take a crazy roundabout way to get to where we're going to go. So, alright, let's keep on going, and now the highway is all ours. There's nobody on the road, so it's rather fun. And I'm sure traffic will just magically appear out of nowhere. Road safety is no accident. Good to know. Alright, well, we're entering Seattle. Let's see if we actually pick up the city of Seattle. Or if it's... oh, there's a Space Needle. That's kind of cool. Let's see if it actually picks it up. And we'll get back up to 60 and reset our cruise control. Drifting across lanes there. Mostly because I can't see around my microphone while I'm trying to record. And my keyboard is not in front of me. Or is in front of me, and the microphone is in between me and the keyboard. Alright, well, here's Seattle. Popped up on the map. Let's see if it actually takes it. Maybe. Come on. I mean, we're literally going to drive over the words. And you're telling me it's not going to discover it? Come on. Seriously, right now. Oh, man. There we go. I was about to say. I was like, come on, man. Alright, so that's 5 of 16 cities in the state of Washington that we've now discovered. So that's pretty cool. And we'll keep going here. We still got about 450 miles. So a little over 8 hours till we get to our destination. Obviously that's in-game time, not real life time. Because if it was real life time, that would be quite unfortunate. That'd be a very long drive. Definitely multiple videos for sure. Alright, we'll get into this lane. Hopefully we don't have to hit this way station. We'll see, I guess. Alright, there's Tacoma. just off there to the right. You can kind of see it just dip behind the F5 there. Okay, well, I guess we have to stop at another way station. Which I'm kind of confused because we literally just did and we're still in the same state. Alright, well, I guess we're going to pick up this way station as well. Yep, not perfect technical state, no joke. Alright, let's keep going. Really hope we pick up Tacoma, that'd be nice. Guess we'll find out as we get around the bend here. I don't think we're going to pick up that dealership or whatever it is that's that question mark there on the screen, because I don't think we're going to be close enough. So it's alright. Alright, well, it says we need to get over, but we'll wait for this van or Jeep to go before we go. Because we're not taking this exit. Yeah, we're not going to get close enough for that. Yeah, so you can see the TAC of Tacoma kind of over there on the right hand side. I don't think we're going to get close enough to actually get it. Which is a shame, but it's okay. Like I said, we're going to have to get all this stuff to get 100% of map completion anyway, so you know, we'll get there. So we're kind of working our way, if you remember from end of last episode we were talking about it, kind of working our way towards Arkansas to see if we can get 100% map completion on Arkansas. So working our way south is kind of the first step there. We'll kind of work south and then more towards the east as we go. So it'll take a couple episodes, I'm sure, to get to Arkansas. It's not something that's going to be just well, let's just take a job from Bellingham to Arkansas, because that's going to take quite a lot of driving, and we don't have the ability to travel that far just yet. So we'd really have to get like the long distance stuff taken care of if that's what we intended to do. And that, you know, that's at least probably another 2 points on the or 2 levels, I should say, that we have to get before we'd even be able to do that. Alright, so here we keep on going. We still got about just under 400 miles left to go. It's, we're headed here. So look, that's a pretty cool little bridge they got there. Not really sure what the name of it is. You guys are from Washington State, maybe you guys know. But that's kind of cool. It's just outside Tacoma, I guess. Let's keep going here on the I-5. Headed south. Still got a ways to go. I'd say we're going to get there at about 11:20-ish p.m., which, you know, makes sense. So we'll be driving a little bit into the night as we go here. Interesting. They got a long view in Washington, I guess. That's kind of interesting because there's a Longview, Texas, which I'm very familiar with. Like I said, I haven't spent too much time in Washington State, but the time I did spend there, I really enjoyed. But I didn't know that there was a something called Longview. All right, looks like there's a truck stop there. Kind of cool. All right, 6.5 hours of driving still to go. Slowly but surely we're getting there. I think we're doing just fine on sleep and everything, so no worries with that. I'm pretty sure we have enough fuel. For 356 miles, I'm pretty sure we're doing just fine. Alright, so we'll keep going. Watch the sunset here. I wish we could kind of actually see it, but it's kind of off here to the right, so it's kind of hidden by the trees and our cab and all that stuff, so it's kind of unfortunate. Alright, here's another cool bridge over the river here. I couldn't see what the name of it was. It looked like it started with a T, but I didn't see what the name of it was. And it looks like we're headed up here, getting close to Longview. I wonder if we'll be able to get that city onto our thing or not. Let's switch lanes here, because this tractor trailer doesn't know where he's going. There we go. Alright. Yep, speed limit slowing to 60. Cool. I'm already there, so no need to slow down for me. Those are some very interesting looking, those bridge supports? Or are those towers? I'm assuming they're bridge supports. Or some kind of supports. Oh, there we go. Slow down to 50 now. I guess we're in Oregon, because it's talking about the ODOT, which I'm assuming is Oregon Department of Transportation. Although I didn't see a Welcome to Oregon there, so... Yeah, here's the Columbia River. Oh, there it is. Sweet. Entering Oregon. Alright, well, we're in Oregon now. So we've driven all the way across the state of Washington and are now in Oregon. So, pretty interesting. Speed limit's going back up to 55 here. And hopefully this bus isn't trying to get in front of me, because that would be rather unfortunate. Nope, doesn't look like it. Good. Oops. Going a little bit too fast here. Let's slow down just a touch. Alright, there we go. 55. Still got 5.5 hours to go. 305 miles. Oh, that's kind of cool. 18,876 voyages for, I guess that's the Star Trek Enterprise. And a billboard for Nebraska and Kansas. Kind of interesting. I wonder if they put those in there when they... oh, we need to slow down to 50 again. When they were developing the... those two DLCs, and then they just never took them out. Well, that's kind of cool. Some kind of stadium, I'm assuming, over there to the right. Although we're in Oregon, so I don't know what stadium that would be, or what building that would be. Maybe it's the shipyard. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, anyways, we're headed to Salem. So we'll just keep on the I-5 here. Still got that 287 miles to go. Speed limit's still 50, so we're just gonna keep on going. I mean, the shipyard and everything is kind of cool over there. I don't know what city that is. I guess I could pull out the map and look, but it's not a huge deal. Let's go ahead and get over. So we're in the appropriate lane, because we don't want to go to Astoria. Come on, truck. Climb up that hill. Alright, looks like we're taking some kind of branch off here. Yeah, it's splitting, the road splits up here, so... Okay, we're on the right one. Or I should say the one that we want to be on. Headed towards Salem. Alright, go around the bend here. The electronic cruise control is quite annoying with its whining that it does, but much better be going the correct speed limit than to not be, so I'll put up with it for now, I guess. We'll have to find a way to change out our transmission or something so it's not as obnoxious, I guess. Alright, let's turn off cruise control and speed up here to 55. Alright, Salem and Eugene are up ahead. Well, assuming we can get up to 55. Because we're climbing uphill, so the truck is struggling at the moment. And I'm assuming we're going to have to get over into the left lane here because we are not taking this exit. Alright, slow down. Just going to go ahead and switch lanes real quick before another car decides it wants to come up on me. And set our cruise control. There we go. Alright, we'll set it at 56, it'll be alright. You have that 10% buffer, so it's not a huge deal. So no worries there. Alright, Salem is the town we're about to discover, it looks like. Wonder if it's going to be just like Seattle. Nope, this one discovered it before we drove across the name of it. So we're discovering all kinds of towns and stuff here as we make our journey south. So that's pretty exciting. Still got 4 hours to go. Sky looks rather nice out here. I'm wondering if if it actually looks that way. I doubt it does though, with all the light pollution that you probably get from Salem, which is kind of unfortunate. But there are very few places in the United States where you can go that you're just out under the stars and can see everything without having to worry about all the beautiful, things you can see in the sky at night being covered up by light pollution. So it's kind of unfortunate. Alright, let's see here. Still got about 230 miles left to go. Quite a ways to drive. 4 hours of drive time. So we're about 50% of the way through our drive at this point. And our sleep looks like it's about 50% of the way through it as well. So just something to think about there. Whoop. Alright, well, just keep on driving here. Now, speed limit's 60, so we can go ahead and speed up. And there's 60, set the cruise control again. We can always go through and take a look at our stats real quick. So next rest stop required 7 hours 11 minutes, so we're good on that. No damage, so everything's good. The damage that they talk about every time we stop at a rest stop or at a way station is the fact that we have a lot of wear and tear on our vehicle that we just got to repair, which it's not too hard. We just have to pull into a service station and get it repaired. So we can definitely do that. It's just a matter of actually doing it. Ooh, drifting all over the place there. That was kind of weird. Trying to adjust my my stuff here with the track IR because it's not allowing me to see the speed limit and the gauges on the truck as I'm trying to drive here. So it was kind of like all over the place. And then with that and then trying to drive, it's drifting me all over the place. I wish that they made something that was a little bit better than having to clip it to your headset or a hat or something while you're trying to drive, because while it is a great invention, it is fantastic, Obviously trying to do that with a mouse is very tedious, and then trying to do it here, if it's not set, it doesn't auto reset back to 0, which, I mean, it's fine, right? Because if you're trying to turn or something, then obviously you don't want it to reset to 0 while you're trying to look behind you. But I would say it's still not the most efficient at doing what you really need it to do. Alright, well, we're just over 3 hours left here, 176 miles to go. We're just passing Calamouth Falls there. Crossing over another river here. So as we get further down the I-5 here, we'll start to get closer and closer to Medford, which will be towards the bottom of the state. And then, honestly, I think this will probably be the only drive for this video, just because of how long this drive is. Like 8 hours of drive time is, roughly about 45-ish minutes of time, especially with the intro and exit of the video and everything. So, like I said, I think this will be the only drive for this video. But the further we get into the game, obviously, the more episodes and everything we'll get as we drive here. But for today, I think, like I said, this will be the only episode, or only drive in this episode. And our sleep gauge is really just going up pretty quick, it seems like, for whatever reason. Even though it said we still had like 7 hours of rest required. At least I thought that's what it said. Yeah, it said we still have 6 hours of before we have to rest. We only have 2.5 hours to drive, so I think we're okay, but it is quite worrying to see how quickly that gauge is going up. Alright, looks like we got a bigger bend coming up here, so it's telling us to go slow, which makes sense. We definitely don't want to go flying around this bend and hit another vehicle or something like that. Alright, another way station. Let's see if it's going to force us to stop at this one as well, since we've already stopped at 2. Let's go ahead and get ready with the blinker just in case. Oh, hey, we don't have to stop at this one. Some kind of miracle. Alright, well, we'll keep going. Probably should have been over here in this right lane the entire time anyways, but that's alright. We will just keep going. Only 115 miles out from Medford now. Or at least our destination. I don't know if the destination is actually in Medford or if it's just on the outskirts. Guess we'll find out when we get closer. Yeah, so it looks like it might be past Medford actually, because we had 110 and then Medford said 109 there on the sign. So not a huge deal. Obviously, driving through the city, maybe we'll actually pick it up. That'd be nice. But we're definitely taking in a lot of the I-5 as we're driving down here towards Medford. And I'm rather happy that we were able to at least get a picture of of our load that we're driving during the daylight hours as opposed to in the nighttime. And you guys obviously saw that because that's in the thumbnail. Alright. Crossing across another bridge here. Seems to be a lot of bridges and rivers and stuff here in Oregon. Oregon's actually one of the states I've never been to. Someday, maybe we'll take a trip up to Oregon just to check it out and see what it's like. I'm sure it's quite a beautiful state, especially with all the trees, the evergreen trees and whatnot. The Pacific Northwest is really quite a beautiful area. All right, Canyonville. Well, I guess that's the next town coming up here. I don't know if it's going to be one that we can actually get on the map. It doesn't really look like it. Alright, still an hour and a half out, so we're almost there. We're getting there very slowly, but hopefully it'll be pretty quick once we get closer here. Watching those miles tick down. Still haven't seen any of our drivers bring any loads in, which is kind of maybe a little bit concerning. But then again, maybe they're taking longer drives, so who knows. I mean, this drive, it will definitely pull in enough money for us for today anyways, so I'm not super worried about it. But it's kind of odd that, you know, usually Ruth and Magnus are at least pulling in one job per trip that we take. And I haven't seen anything go across the screen yet. Maybe it's their day off, although it is a Monday, so who knows. Alright, climbing up this hill. Truck's really struggling, but we're getting there. And we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed. And we'll have to watch our speed as we go down the mountain here. And make sure we're not going too fast. There's Eureka. Hey, there we go. Ruth bringing in $561. Sweet. It didn't notify us though. I didn't hear like the beep. Sometimes it beeps when we get money deposited or withdrawn. But I didn't hear any notification of it. So Magnus might have gone across the screen, I just never saw it. But still, it's an extra $561 in the bank, so can't really complain about that. And then just based upon what our money was when we started this drive, I think it was like 68, 8 or 9, somewhere in there. So I'm assuming that was the only thing that came through. And look, there's our destination up ahead. You can see it popping up on the map there. So just up here around this bend is where we're headed. Need to slow down a little bit. Don't want to get caught by the cops for speeding. Alright, Medford, next 2 exits. Perfect. Well, that's what we want to see. Definitely want to see that. Alright, slowing down to 55 now. And then we're definitely taking this exit up here. Headed towards Medford and Calumet Falls. And make a right up here at the light. Make sure we come to a stop so we don't get a ticket for running through a red light. Doesn't look like we have any traffic, so we're just going to go ahead and go. And crossing over Bear Creek. Nice. That's pretty cool. Speed limit is only 35 through here, it looks like. So we'll make sure to drive the appropriate speed limit so we don't get caught by the cops, of course. And I'm just going to go ahead and get in the left lane because we're going to have to turn left anyways up here. So might as well. Hey, we discovered Medford. So that's number 4 of 14 that we've discovered here in the great state of Oregon. So we're getting close. You know, just gathering up the different things here with cities. So we still got 10 more to discover here in Oregon. Alright, green arrow, not us. We're still going straight. And come on, green light. Alright, there we go. That's kind of an interesting trailer that just turned there. It's got 3 back axles. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a trailer like that before in my life. That's kind of interesting. Alright, we want to turn left up here. And of course it's red, so we'll make sure to stop. And we can't make a left turn on red. There's some states that have like a actual blinking light where it turns it'll go from, you know, red to stop, which will then give a green light for the cars across the way there to go. And then it'll switch to a blinking yellow, which basically means you can turn, just use caution. So that's kind of an interesting way to kind of organize traffic. I think that's would be something to be nice to see in here, where it's like, hey, nobody's going, you probably don't need to come to a complete stop. Alright, 25 through here. Through this little neighborhood. We're going to turn left up here. Doesn't have a stop sign, so I'm just going to go ahead and go. And we're going to make a right turn here. Oop, went up on the curb there a little bit. Another right turn. It would have been nice if they just connected that road that's right there. For whatever reason, they decided not to. Because I guess there's a building there, but... yeah, whatever. And then we got another left turn. This one actually has a stop sign. Alright, doesn't look like any traffic, so we're good to go. And in here to Leonard, the home of everything's included, is where we're making our delivery. Alright, open, it's right here. Looks like somebody dropped some boards there. Alright, and uncouple. Or decouple, I should say. Alright. So it looks like we've made 50 deliveries now. Just saw the achievement pop up. That's what that noise was. So we drove 550 miles, used 92.2 gallons of fuel. Took us 10 hours and 38 minutes of in-game time. And we got $2,142 and 812 experience. So we're almost halfway to level 12. And level 12 is going to be a good number for us because that'll get us to our workhorse. Or not our workhorse. Well, we are a workhorse in being a level 11. But level 12 will allow us to buy that lowboy trailer that we want to get for our drivers. So that's something that we are going to look at here probably in the next episode or two, depending on how much we get for experience as we head up in that direction. All right, for now, it's been a good one. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.